Tennis?
Yes. Don't you like tennis?
I stopped playing tennis when I injured my knee.
When was that?
Happened last year.
What a shame. And I wanted to challenge you to a game.
Let me think about that on my way home.
Okay. Drive carefully.
Tennis?
Yes. Don't you like tennis?
I stopped playing tennis when I injured my knee.
When was that?
Happened last year.
What a shame. And I wanted to challenge you to a game.
Let me think about that on my way home.
Okay. Drive carefully.
Tennis?
Yes. Don't you like tennis?
I stopped playing tennis when I injured my knee.
When was that?
Happened last year.
What a shame. And I wanted to challenge you to a game.
Let me think about that on my way home.
Okay. Drive carefully.
I stopped playing tennis when I injured my knee. When was that? It happened last year. What a shame. I wanted to challenge you to a game.
Are you all right?
Yes, I think so. And you?
I'm okay, but my car is...
I can see that. Why did you stop so quickly?
A dog?
A dog?
A dog ran in front of me, and I stopped to avoid it.
Oh, I see. Look, let me get your name and insurance information.
Sure, just a second. Are you all right?
Yes, I think so. And you?
I'm okay, but my car isn't.
I can see that. Why did you stop so quickly?
A dog?
A dog?
A dog ran in front of me, and I stopped to avoid it.
Oh, I see. Look, let me get your name and insurance information.
Sure, just a second. Are you all right?
Yes, I think so. And you?
I'm okay, but my car isn't.
I can see that. Why did you stop so quickly?
A dog?
A dog?
A dog ran in front of me, and I stopped to avoid it.
Oh, I see. Look, let me get your name and insurance information.
Sure, just a second.
Why did you stop so quickly? A dog crossed in front of me, and I stopped to avoid it.
Automobile Club, how can I help you?
My name's David Campbell. I need a tow truck.
What is your membership number?
789-994-433666.
And what's the expiration date?
October 29th, 1999.
Now, what happened, Mr. Campbell?
A dog crossed the street in front of me, and I stopped in a hurry. The car behind me crashed into mine. I need a tow truck.
Where are you located?
I'm on the corner of Wilshire Boulevard and Vermont Street in front of a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, okay. I can send a tow truck in about 30 minutes.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome, Mr. Campbell. Automobile Club, how can I help you?
My name's David Campbell. I need a tow truck.
What is your membership number?
789-994-4336-66.
And what's the expiration date?
October 29th, 1999.
Now, what happened, Mr. Campbell?
A dog crossed the street in front of me, and I stopped in a hurry. The car behind me crashed into mine. I need a tow truck.
Where are you located?
I'm on the corner of Wilshire Boulevard and Vermont Street in front of a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, okay. I can send a tow truck in about 30 minutes.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome, Mr. Campbell. Automobile Club, how can I help you?
My name's David Campbell. I need a tow truck.
What is your membership number?
789-994-4336-66.
And what's the expiration date?
October 29th, 1999.
Now, what happened, Mr. Campbell?
A dog crossed the street in front of me, and I stopped in a hurry. The car behind me crashed into mine. I need a tow truck.
Where are you located?
I'm on the corner of Wilshire Boulevard and Vermont Street in front of a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, okay. I can send a tow truck in about 30 minutes.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome, Mr. Campbell.
What's your membership number? What's the expiration date? What happened, Mr. Campbell? A dog crossed the street in front of me, and I stopped in a hurry. The car behind me crashed into mine. I need a tow truck. Oh, hi. Welcome back to the classroom. Today, for Book Unit 9, we are going to do something a little different. I have here my English language notebook, and I am going to take you inside my notebook to learn about the simple past tense. Here we are, inside my English language notebook. Let's learn together about the simple past tense, shall we? Now, where we start in our lesson about the past tense is with regular verbs. To form the past with regular verbs, we always end our verb with the letters ed. We simply add ed to the verb that we would like to turn into a past tense verb. Let's list some of these regular verbs. Work, as in the sentence, I work in the city. Like, I like teaching English. Type, I type using a keyboard and a word processor. Rain, it looks like it may rain. Call, I call using the telephone. And play, Clayton and Kelsey play with their toys. Want, you want to learn English. And maybe you need to learn English. So here's a list of regular verbs. All these verbs take the ending ed in the past, the simple past tense. Worked, I worked all day yesterday. Liked, I liked the movie very much. Typed, I typed a letter yesterday. Rained, it rained the whole time we visited London. Called, I called my mother last Sunday. Played, the children played with the computer. Wanted, you wanted to learn English very badly. And you needed to learn English to do well at your new job. Did you hear the sounds of those little letters ed, how they were different for some of these different verbs? Listen to this again. Worked ends with a T sound. Worked. Liked and typed. Some verbs with the ed on the end and with a T sound. Worked, liked, typed. But rained, here it ends with a D sound. Called, played. So all of these verbs in the simple past will end with a T or a D sound. In your English, your American English workbook, you will find a list of which verbs end with the T sound and which words end with the D sound. And you can listen carefully as we do this lesson and hear the T and the D. Now, what about if a verb ends with either a T or a D? In other words, already have a T or a D sound at the end, like want and need. Okay? Those words, wanted and needed, end with a sound id, almost as if there was an ID on the end. So wanted, needed. Any verbs that end with T or D will have that sort of extra syllable, id. I wanted to go to the party. I needed a new raincoat. Okay? So now, let's go on. And let's now learn about making affirmative statements using these simple past. Let's take our favorite practice verb, work. I worked. You worked. He worked. She worked. It worked. We worked. You worked. They worked. Notice, all of the subject pronouns, the same word, worked. No changes at all. That's very easy. So now, let's practice. I worked. You. You worked. He. He worked. She. She worked. It. Let me hear you. It worked. We. We worked. You. You worked. They. They worked. Very good. That's easy, isn't it? Now, of course, we also need to learn how to make these simple past statements when there is a negative statement to be made. Okay? So for this, we are going to be using our helper verb, the verb do. Use the negative past of do, which is going to be the word did with the word not. Did not. And this, again, is going to hold true for all of the different persons, all of those different subject pronouns. So let's take a look. From I worked, we are going to do I did not work. We remove the ed and say I did not work. You did not work. He did not work. Okay, let me look and see if I can see the book. Yeah. She did not work. It did not work. Do you see that? We did not work. From you worked, you did not work. They worked becomes they did not work. Did not for all of the subject pronouns. Okay, so now let's practice negatives using did not. Ready? I did not work. Next. You did not work. Good. Next. He did not work. Good. Next. She did not work. Next. It did not work. Good. How about we? We did not work. Next. You did not work. Good. And how about the next one, the last one? They did not work. Very good. And now, of course, we want to know how are we going to make contractions with did not. I did not work. Can you guess which letter we are going to eliminate and put our apostrophe for the negative contraction? Right, we're going to get rid of the O, and did not becomes didn't. I didn't work. You did not work becomes you didn't work. He did not work. He didn't work. She did not work becomes she didn't work. It did not work becomes it didn't work. We did not work becomes same thing. We didn't work. We failed the test because we didn't work. You did not work becomes you didn't work. They did not work becomes they didn't work. Okay? Let's practice those negative contractions. Are you ready? What is the first person singular? Tell me, using work. Did you say, I didn't work? Good. How about you? You didn't work. He didn't work. She She didn't work. It didn't work. We didn't work. You didn't work. They didn't work. Now we're going to learn about the interrogative. By now, I'm sure you remember that we invert the past of do and our subject pronoun. So, for I, for example, the interrogative form is going to be, did I? And when we add our verb work, what we would say would be, from I worked, the question becomes, did I work? You might say, did I work last Saturday, or was I off? How about you? You worked becomes, did you work? Did you work last Saturday, or were you off? He worked becomes, did he work? How about she? Did she work? How about it? It worked becomes, did it work? How about we? We worked, we eliminate that ed, and then invert did and we. Did we work? You worked. Did you work? The two of you? And how about they? Did they work? Easy? Let's see how well you do. Let's practice. Did I work? Did you work? Now I want you at home to say these when I point to you, okay? Next, he. Did he work? She. Did she work? It. Did it work? We. Did we work? You. Plural. Did you work? They. Did they work? Very good. And I think now it's time for us to do our exercises, right? Now, look at the picture. What I'd like you to do now is put the verb in the past tense. So, look becomes, with our ed, looked. And notice, listen to me, looked. It's got that t sound on the end, doesn't it? Okay, let's try that again. Look becomes looked. How about type? The boy typed the letter. Okay? How about walk? The baby, past tense, walked. And now watch. We see that she is watching TV now. Yesterday, she watched TV. Looked, typed, walked, watched. All t sounds. Now let's look at some which have these d sounds. Dance becomes danced. She danced all night. How about work? Okay. He, past tense of work, construction. He worked construction. Teacher, teacher. Today I ask a question. Yesterday I asked a question. Oh, a kiss. The verb is kiss. Yesterday, the two lovers kissed. Kissed. Very good. Okay, now, here is call. They called on the telephone. It, oh, getting my hair wet here. It rained. Hear the D sound. That last page was also T's. Excuse me if I said that wrong. Yesterday we listened to the radio. The man is playing basketball. Yesterday he played basketball. Okay? The baby is crying. Yesterday the baby cried. Now, notice, by the way, with this one, with cried, that verb ended in a consonant plus Y. Cry, C-R-Y. You drop the Y and add I-E-D in that case. Change the Y to an I and add E-D. So the baby cried is C-R-I-E-D. How about, here's the baby that crawls, and yesterday the baby crawled across the room. The door closes, but before I closed the door. The pencil, we erase the lead with our eraser. Yesterday we erased. Okay, now here are some verbs that end in T or D. So remember what I said about the way we pronounce these. Count becomes counted. We counted the money. Point. I point, and yesterday I pointed right at you. Wait. The woman has to wait for her eggs. And yesterday morning, she waited for her eggs to boil. And now, here is the end. The story ended happily. Okay, now let's go on. Now, this time, I'd like you to look at the pictures and answer the question. Okay? Here we have the baby who cries and the baby who walks. The question is, did the baby cry? Oh, no, we see from the symbol that came up on the screen there, on our notebook, that the baby is not crying. So the answer in the past tense would be no, he didn't. Did the baby walk? Yes, he did. To give our short answers in the past tense, we use did or did not. Or the contraction of did not, of course, which is didn't. Let's try another one of these. Okay? Did they listen to music? Here we see the radio and the band. Oh, so the answer to did they listen to music is no. So it's no, they, good. No, they didn't. But did they play music? Yes, They did. Did they listen to music? Yes, they did. Okay. Did he play basketball? Answer is no, he didn't. Did he play baseball? Yes, he did. Good. Did the sun shine? Up. Did the sun shine? No, it didn't. Did it rain? Yes, it did. When we talk about the weather, we usually use it. It rained, or it didn't rain. Okay? Did they kiss? No, they didn't. Did they dance? Yes, they did. Good. Did a cat cross the road? No. Did a cat cross the road? No, it didn't. Did a dog cross the road? Yeah. Yes, it did. Did David hit the dog? No, he didn't. Did David have an accident? Yes, he did. The truck hit the back of his car. Actually, it was his truck, wasn't it? The car hit the back of his truck. Now, look at the pictures and answer the question using negative and then affirmative statements. So whatever is negative will be the first part of our sentence. Whatever is affirmative will be the second part. Okay? Did the baby cry or walk? We can see that the answer is not cry. So make that statement. Did the baby cry or walk? The baby didn't cry, or he didn't cry. He walked. Do you understand? Start with the negative, the baby didn't cry, then give me the affirmative, he walked. Okay? Did he want to take a bath or a shower? Okay? Give me the negative first. He didn't want to take a shower. Then, affirmative. He wanted to take a bath. Did she play tennis or basketball? Not basketball, so she didn't play basketball. She played tennis. Did he watch TV or listen to the radio? Okay. Not the radio. So give me the negative statement. didn't listen to the radio. The positive statement is, the affirmative statement is, he watched TV. Did you talk to David or Donna? Now answer this question. So you're going to start with I. Good. I didn't talk to David. The affirmative statement. I talked to Donna. Okay? Now, look at the picture and ask a question. The statement here would be, the baby cried. To make that into a question, of course, we're going to need to use our helper verb, did. So the baby cried becomes, did the baby cry? Okay, let's try a few of these. The dog crossed the street. Start with the helper verb, invert it with the subject, and then the base form of the verb and the rest of the phrase. Did the dog cross the street? Okay, they danced together. Ask the question. Give it a try. Good. Did they dance together? I closed the door. Now, you ask me the question. The answer is, I closed the door. What's the question going to be? Good. Did you close the door? And you see there that we still have that X over the D on close, just so you can see how we just remove that. So it's, did you close the door? Okay, let's do another one like that. I turned on the light. So now you ask me if I turned on the light. Right. Did you turn on the light? Answer, yes, I turned on the light. You see how that works? Okay. How about this? The train arrived late. Question? Did the train arrive late? In this lesson, you learned the simple past tense. And as always, thanks for joining me here in my classroom or in my notebook at LEI.